All right, so you know what? We all need to be sharing the truth of who our Father is, who our Creator is, who we are. We were created in the image of God to bear His image in this earth, not our own, not to be our own righteousness, not to be our own glory, not to have our own pride, but to be proud of our Father, to be honored in Him, not on our own honor, but His honor. What's happening in our world is we have a lot of people who have rejected or not heard or not understood this glorious, wonderful, awesome truth that they can be saved in Him, that their life is in Jesus, their salvation is in God. And so they're creating life for themselves. They're trying really hard to be good. They're going into that tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and they're doing their best to do what they think is good. They've picked their branch of goodness, which looks like whatever they say it, you know what I'm talking about, what's going on in our country right now. Pick that branch and they say, this is what makes you good. You do this and you do that, and you stand up for this and you denounce that. And they think that's their righteousness. And we can get mad about that and get on our other branch, or we can be over in the tree of life saying, get out of that tree. It's a waste of your time. It is not going to cover you. You are covered with fig leaves. You are covered with fig leaves, and you just keep piling them on one on top of the other, and they keep decomposing. And then instead of going, this isn't working, you find another one to pile on top of it, and you become more and more covered with your own determination of what's right and wrong. And you don't hear what anyone else has to say because you're so consumed with teaching. You're so consumed with declaring truth and righteousness from your own lens that you can't see that God is actually able to use pain and suffering in our lives to draw us to Him. And instead of letting it draw us to Him, not only are you mad at other people, you're mad at God for letting this world exist in its current form. And it is the very thing that God is using, if we will let it, to bring us to Himself. Jesus came to be with us in this suffering, in this pain, in this darkness and turmoil, to show us that the Lord is our light and our salvation. God, He Himself, Jesus is the everlasting Father, as it says in Isaiah. He came to be with us, and we need to, yes, see the truth, see the folly of what's going on. But we don't declare capitalism. I'm all for it, but I'm not declaring it as the ultimate good. I'm declaring the righteousness in Jesus, and the fraud and the lies and corruption of government and people who have born and grown up in America, and people who came in to try to steal from us, wherever it may come. That's all wrong. It's all evil. And government leaders can do it through capitalism. They can do it through communism. They can do it through any way they want to. All systems can be corrupted. The one thing that cannot be corrupted is God and faith in Him. If we have true faith, we'll never be corrupted. We will always have our salvation in Him through faith in Jesus. That's what we need to be declaring, and that's what we need to know ourselves deeply. Psalm 27. We have nothing to fear because God is our Savior.